How's it going, everyone? It's Sam. Cryptos are bouncing hard right now. In my last video, I said that I was opening new positions, I was adding to positions because I feel like this is a temporary headwind. There's nothing that's really changed. It's just some people being worried about the market, right? Some people taking some profits. It's some people panic selling, and it's also liquidations. And look at some of these numbers. Bitcoin's back at 97,200. Ethereum's back up at 3430. XRP at $2.25. Solana bouncing pretty well. Sui, oh my gosh, $4.47. Take a look. It went all the way down to $3.52. So it's up about 25-30% in the last hour or two, in the last couple hours. So we'll be talking about this, showing why this has actually been really good for the market, what's happening in the market now. If you don't mind, hit subscribe, turn on the bell notification underneath the video so you can see future videos just like this. Also, there's a link underneath the video to Blofin. You can see right now the funding rate is actually negative, which is bullish. That means that more people are actually going short this market than long the market, essentially. And yeah, that shows us where we're at. I still have a lot of positions open here. They're severely in the green. Of course, I'm not telling you to go leverage trade. You have to make decisions for yourself, but we've been able to make a good amount of money from it. It is risky, to be clear. There are leverage flushes, which is what happened just now in the market, but you can also profit from it much faster. It's kind of like dynamite, where it can get things done a lot faster than doing them by hand, but it can also blow your hand off. So definitely check this out underneath the video in case you want to start trading today. There's also spot and copy trading on there, and they're doing a new promotion where you can get some free money. You can spin this wheel when you sign up. You get $10 when you deposit $100 or more for the first 100 users, and you can also spin this. You can get more spins depending on what you do, and you can win like 50 XRP, 0.05 Bitcoin, 1 Bitcoin, 0.1 XRP. Obviously, these are different weightings, different chances, but definitely check that out underneath the video. There are about 4 days left on that. Now, like I said, crypto's bouncing really hard today. We see Bitcoin back at 97,200. Let's actually pull up a Bitcoin chart. We double bottomed here, right around 92,000. Okay, lots of liquidations, double bottomed, have a nice move back up to 97. Keep in mind, we still have a lot further to go for Bitcoin than some of these alts that are bouncing back so hard, like Sui. Sui's within just a couple percent now of all-time highs again, and it took a vicious drop and then just exploded back up. It's like everyone realized, oh, this isn't the end of the bull market. Okay, oh, I should go buy Sui. That's what it seems like. We also have just a ton of liquidations, not a ton of short liquidations yet. I think that's kind of what the longs are working on. You know, we flushed a lot of longs out, 1.1 billion in the last 24 hours, and then shorts usually get liquidated after that. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a couple of vicious moves up just to liquidate some shorts. The Bitcoin daily RSI has reset to levels not seen since 60,000. The first pullback in 2021 also hit these same levels of RSI before a 3x surge in price to 64,000. That would take Bitcoin to $270,000 this time. Again, this is why I say, don't get too emotional. This is why it's actually nice to take profits a little bit along the way, because then you have some cash on the sidelines, or if you just have a good income, then you can also dollar cost average into the market. That can help you keep level-headed at times like this, where you're seeing a big drop. Sometimes it helps if you have a little cash to buy in. I actually bought some assets here today as well. Now, Solana also had a nice bounce. It's bouncing pretty well right now. You can see we kept on getting rejected all the way since March by this trend line, and then we pretty much flipped it into support here. If we continue moving up, I would just say that we flipped into support. We're at 192. The support was, or this trend line was about 177.5, and we went down to 175.5. You can see we perfectly touched the 200-day EMA, like within a few cents. We touched a 200-day EMA and bounced up as well. So to be clear, we can still fall further, but this is pretty bullish. We also have MSTR up almost 7% today. Keep in mind, at least British Hodl said that he thinks this is the first day that MicroStrategy is being allocated with the NASDAQ, with the new NASDAQ weighting. which would make sense. Bitcoin actually down 2% in the last 24 hours. MicroStrategy up about 6.6%. Keep in mind, though, that when this opened, market opened, Bitcoin's price was a lot lower. So MSCR making a little bit of a bounce today, still has a lot further to go up to hit its recent high of, what, $473. It's still down pretty significantly from there. But yeah, we see the whole market doing pretty well today. NASDAQ is up 2%. Keep in mind, this is after it was down pretty significantly at open. I want to say in the pre-market, it was down about 2%. Now it's up 2%. So let's just see what the top headline is. Weekly stock indices declines scaled down as inflation data spark relief. Yes, so we did get PCE numbers today. Let me actually pull those up for you. We have PCE coming in lower than expected. Let's see here. U.S. November core PCE was 2.8% year over year versus the 2.9% that was expected. We have the Fed's preferred inflation measure rising to 2.4%, below expectations of 2.5%. So it did come in 0.1% lower. Keep in mind, some people think that Jerome Powell is basically just manipulating the market, like literally trying to force people out the market because they think maybe this will, I don't know, help inflation or something. There are people saying that he has caused market manipulation because he knew these numbers, right? On Wednesday, he knew these PCE numbers and yet still seemed kind of hawkish. Now, to be clear, I don't think he was too hawkish, right? Some people took what he said as very negative, but he said the economy is very good. That is why they don't have to lower rates quite as aggressively, because they're not making as much headwind with inflation as they would like. That's not saying that they're not making headwind. It just means that they don't have to lower quite as quickly. It actually gives them more firepower in the future if something goes wrong that they can lower faster. And I've been saying that since the Fed meeting. I think what he said is being overblown by markets, and you can see that today. NASDAQ up 2%. We have, let's see, Tesla, I believe, is up a lot. And sorry, I'm typing with one hand, holding the baby in the other. Tesla up 2%. AMZN stock, Amazon stock up about 1%. Goog up about 2%. Goog has been on a pretty good run recently too. It was down to 100 and, actually, let's pull this out. Down to $166 about a month ago. Now up about 16%. Yeah, so it's, you know, the whole market looks pretty green today. Crypto is no exception. And yeah, Hyperliquid up 28%, Movement up 13%, SUI says up 5.9 because that was before the big dip, but it's up about 30% from the dip. Fartcoin, ooh, I'm glad Fartcoin is back. Yep, it's up about 6%. Still have a lot of cryptos down though in the last 24 hours. So it will be interesting to see how the market continues to recover. Keep in mind, we are right around the fair value for crypto right now, according to Into the Cryptoverse. We can always see bigger dips, right? We can always see us go right back down. We could see more liquidations. Yesterday, we had a bounce after we got down to 98,000. We went back up to 103 and then fell back down to 96 and then went back up to 90, almost 99, and then fell down again. So to be clear, I would like to see us kind of break through this trend line. Looks like we're close to it now. This was prior support, but now, we don't want this to flip into resistance. So I would like to see us flip back above like 98, 99,000, actually set some higher highs in there, or some, local peaks. But of course, I can't see the future. Be ready for anything. There's a lot of volatility in this market. But yeah, I'm excited. I think we still have a lot more bull market to go. I think we're going to see a lot more green. But of course, we have seen some pretty good gains so far. I mean, look at any of these pages. All of the leverage plays are significantly up. Spot bags are significantly up. Do your own due diligence. Again, if you want to trade crypto, there's a link to Blofin underneath. Thank you so much. Let me know what you're buying today. Let me know if you're buying anything. Like I said, I have been buying a little bit. I've been placing some more leverage positions. But of course, it is risky. So approach at your own risk. Thank you so much. I'll see y'all at